Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. We got all 10 red jewels on the magic carpet ride with Jasmine. Now we gotta face Jafar after being sent to the ends of the earth in an attempt by Jafar to get rid of us. And we still got 10 more red jewels to go, so let's go ahead and grab them. Swordman is back. And I want to be... Oh, apparently you don't need the swords to go up to get that one. You just got to be pretty good with your jumps. And we also have the birds flying around stuck in the jar again, but these guys in particular will come at us. And if I could get this guy to throw upwards, that'd be nice. You can get a bird in a jar to respawn and use that to get that red jewel. Is kind of sort of behind this column here, which is really easy to miss, by the way. And we got this guy showing up. And we got this red jewel. Doesn't matter which one you use to get the red jewel. Just make sure you're ready to parachute and then just grab the ledge of a platform. But don't worry, in case you die, you don't have to grab any red jewels you previously collected all over again. And it was probably for the best that I did it that way. And there is that. That is our fourth. And there's one more to go, we just gotta be careful. Oh, by the way, I forgot to talk to these sword enemies. They're now silver instead of gold because, well, we haven't seen them since the Cave of Wonders. They do have an attack. They do spin towards you. They do just get in the air and spin towards you. And these things are not insta-kill, but you do want to jump onto the second one to get the fifth red jewel. And I want to grab that one up before I get hit. And I would like to grab these. Oh, right, I gotta hold down. That's how you do it. So we have all 5 red jewels of the first of 3 sections of Jafar's palace. I'm assuming this is Jafar's palace. And I'm going to get a drink of Diet Coke real quick. Okay. Nice thunder. There is a red jewel right after the start. And we got a new enemy here. If he'll show up. I kind of need to show up. There we are. There's Iago. He carries a skull. If you get close enough to him, he does drop it, and it chatters as it drops and falls towards you. It falls in your general direction. Whatever direction Iago is facing, Iago, however you want to pronounce it, the skull will be facing that direction and move in that direction as well. You can jump on the skulls to break them, but they do break after they're left on screen long enough. And right here, we have a red jewel. You kind of saw that. Ow. You want to bounce off the jewels, the swords here, to get the red jewel, not only to the left of the swordsman, but also to the right. And I am not doing so well. Let's use this one. There we go. Now these lanterns, if you hang off of them or if you hit them with an apple, they fall and they pretty much send a little trail of fire that can hit you, but also other enemies. Which is nice. Because dealing with these guys can be tough if you rely just on your jump attack. Takes them out just like that. And let's jump over the chest. Duck under that sword. Take out the sword guy, and then we can open the chest, jump on the chest, and then jump up when the scarab goes up, or rather down and right. We now have 8 red jewels, which means we're doing everything that we should be. Let's see if we can't mess this up. Of course, we still have the break time wheel that we have from collecting the Scarab. This is going to be the last time we're going to be able to do it, unfortunately. And we'll probably either get a continue. Yeah, we're going to get a continue. I thought maybe we'd land on the Genie head and get 3 1-ups, but oh well. Anyway, we are now in the 3rd section. We got plenty of archers. We got Iago in the skulls again. We got a way to hang off of poles. Don't know why I'm calling them jewels. That red thing down there that we're going to see soon is a jewel. And we also need to watch out for the fire. It slowly rises and falls. And while it is not instant death, you still don't want to get hit by it. And I'm getting rid of you. And I'm waiting for... Oh. I thought that was the bread there for a second. No, that contains a 1-up. So, in case you die at any point here, you always have a 1-up that you can fall back on. It does respawn after all. There is some bread in that jar. I'm not going to get it. Oh, wait, no, that... Okay, yeah, that was the bread. This is the empty one. And we're going to need to wait for the fire to drop down here before we can run our way up here. Now, if you need to, you can use the hook to change the direction of these things. You can just grab onto it, and you will pull it up. The little track right there in the circle in the background, you can change them just by grabbing onto the hooks, but they do change back to their previous setting after a while. So you want to be fast and you want to be careful. Anyway, spikes. Don't run into them. They're not instant death, but still. And that's the way to get the last red jewel of the game. If you miss it, you just miss your big chance to hit 100%. So we don't have to worry about that anymore, and I'm honestly glad about that. Now we just need to go to the right and face Jafar. This guy will sometimes create 4 birds in jars, and you will have to get rid of them and wait for them to get away. Do not use them as a way to bounce up to Jafar. I know that sounds tempting, but that's not how this battle works. You actually don't want to do that. And the more these guys that you have, the harder it will be. Oof. To get Jafar to drop the staff. And when you drops the staff, you want to avoid getting hit by the lightning that it spawns. And you want to jump off the staff and jump on Jafar's head as he dives downwards. Man, I am not doing very well. Why am I making this so hard? I shouldn't be. Why did I hold R? Oh, you have a checkpoint right here. Well, at least I don't have to worry about grabbing all the jewels again. Because I have all 70 of them. That's really good. Now let's do this without talking and explaining things at the same time, because that was probably my downfall. Anyway, when you jump on his head, he creates those little pillars of lightning. You don't want to be under the torches in the background, because those are the first 2 places where the lightning will strike. You also don't want to be in the center either. So with either one torch, then the other, then center. And I want to make sure I hold B and not hold R. I wonder if it's always going to be right, left, center. Signs point to yes. Ow. It's always right, left, center. Okay. I just know he strikes in 3 different spots and they're all in the center and they're all pretty predictable. And yes, you can jump, or rather duck under Jafar. Thanks for asking. Well, I'm doing a lot better now that I'm not explaining things and I have my head out of my butt. So, let's whoop Jafar once and for all. I can't believe I did that. Can we get these things out of the way? That's better. But if we don't have these things out of the way, he'll probably keep spawning the Jarbirds, and I can't believe I could have gotten the last hit sooner. Oh well. Anyway, just run it right. You'll complete the stage, and I believe we have all 10 red jewels here, and all 70 red jewels in the game! Get a little drink of Diet Coke there. Brick Road has his Pepsi, I have my Diet Coke. Can't believe I'm mentioning him now. Anyway, there's your last password if you want to take on Jafar in the final stage. Because we will be facing him again, we can do so. And you don't even get a cutscene, it just says Final Battle. Open a chest for chicken, because you're not going to get your health refilled at the beginning of a new stage. You need that chicken. Let's run to the right. We'll meet Jafar again. And I believe just like in the movie, he turns into a snake. A cobra, rather. I should probably use the correct term for that. Anyway, you don't want to get hit in the fire, because Jafar's new snake body will reverberate up and down. And you want to use the 2 eggs to get to Jafar's head. And in case you can't do it, he may get closer and spit the eggs out there, and which you will have to bounce off of, or he may move forward and try to strike at you. As long as you stay to the far left, you will never have to worry about being struck by the bite attack. And when the snake body moves up and down wildly like this, that's when you want to keep jumping so that you don't fall into the fire. Interestingly, you get slowdown. Ow. Whenever you use the parachute. I don't know why that is. But you do, and it makes it a little easier to get through this battle. Sometimes. I can't believe I did that. That was embarrassing. Wow. I missed those completely. Using the parachute makes this a little easier, and thank you for trying to strike at me. That's just a death wish from Jafar at this point. That's like the easiest way to get... Again? Yeah, there's RNG to these attacks. You'll use 1 or 2 at random. You may get nothing but snake bites. Are you kidding me? You're making this way too easy, Jafar. I mean, this battle is better than the Genesis one. And there we go! As I was saying, the battle with Jafar on Genesis, or rather, this battle with Jafar is better than the one on Genesis, but it's a lot easier too. Thankfully, after you defeat Jafar, the fire doesn't hurt you, so you can just stand there if you want. And you can just put the controller down. Like, seriously, there's no second form to this. Once you get this slow motion attack, the game fades to black and you get the final cutscene. Jafar says he is the most powerful being on Earth now that he is an evil giant magic cobra. Aladdin uses his smarts to play his bluff and tells him the genie will have more power than he ever has. Jafar falls for it. And if power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And because Jafar got the lamp and the genie under his command, Jafar tells the genie to make him a genie. Well, Jafar is a genie now. I hope you're happy. This has been Let's Play Aladdin, and this is the end of the world. Well, the genie is now a slave. just like the genie that we had, and he gets placed in his own black magic lamp, which is cast away. Afterwards, Aladdin apologizes to Princess Jasmine for faking being a prince, and he did it just because of that law. Jasmine knows, but she still loves him anyway. The genie asks Aladdin, "Hey, you still have one more wish. You can be a prince again." Aladdin admits to Jasmine that he loves him, but he can't pretend to be something he's not. He never is and never was and never will be a prince. So he does the right thing and uses his third wish to grant the genie his freedom. Now the genie can do whatever he pleases. Aladdin admits that he will miss the genie. The genie thanks Aladdin for everything and says he'll always be a prince to him. The Sultan shows up and now allows the princess to marry anyone that he chooses, because this is a Disney movie and not real life. With the new law now decreed, Jasmine marries Aladdin, or chooses to marry Aladdin. And the genie, who is now ready to take a trip to Disney World, celebrates, and then decides to explore the world. And with that, the credits roll. We now have our credit sequence. I know this is not the Genesis game. You don't have hand-drawn animations by Walt Disney Studios. David Perry isn't involved in the making of this game. It's a Capcom Disney game. That alone still makes it good, because the Disney-based games that Capcom made during this period, they were really, really good. This was the last one made while Capcom had exclusive rights to Disney in America, before it all went to Virgin Interactive. And just like all the Disney Capcom games, this one is very much something special. The graphics are absolutely crisp and wonderful. I love the music. I love the sound. The play control is pretty much tight as you're going to get it. I know they're taking liberties with the plot. I don't really remember Aladdin having a parachute in the movie, but to be fair, I haven't seen the movie in years. And you don't have a world like the one in the lamp like you do in the game, in the movie. But they took liberties when necessary. They put their best into this. It's not some cookie-cutter job. And for that, this is a pretty good Disney Capcom license-based game. This game is on the Super NES Classic for a reason, I believe. Stop me if I'm wrong. And this is just a great game. This is definitely one that is worth playing over and over again, even if you've beaten it once. It's just what a licensed game should be. Konami was able to do it. Capcom was also able to do it. And there we go. We have our 70 red jewels. We are a super player. The game tells you that if you got all 70 red jewels. So get this if you can. However you can. Heck, if you can get the Super NES Classic somehow. I hope that's what it's called. I hope I'm not calling it by like some other dumb name. I know it's called the Super NES Classic Mini in Europe. And this is the ending you get if you got all 70 red jewels. If you didn't get all 70 red jewels, you just have Aladdin and Jasmine on the magic carpet ride in the night. But if you got all the red jewels, you get this look back at all the levels you've been in, and you get the Royal Palace of Agrabah. You see the scarab fly out from the background, and you get the end. What a game. Before I forget, special thanks to the Super Vidya brothers, Austin and Travis, for giving this game a shot on the Super NES Classic. I think that's how they played it. And also special thanks to One Credit Classics for doing a 1 credit long play of this. It wasn't with all 70 red jewels, but it's still worth playing anyway. It's still worth watching anyway, I should say. And special thanks to Brick Road, who played this, or rather uploaded this, while I was playing this. His will be up long before this one. And he also has a Let's Play of the Genesis version as well. And he does do a compare and contrast of the Genesis and Super Nintendo version. So I will leave a playlist of, or rather, links to all 3 YouTube people's playthroughs in the description of this video. And that is pretty much it. Hopefully I'll be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Who knows? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.